What's up, everyone out there in the YouTube universe? Deer Hunter DVM coming to you from a miserable, soggy day here in the Prairie State. I had good intentions of going shed hunting this morning and this afternoon, but it doesn't look like it's going to come to fruition. It looks pretty crappy out. I may throw my frog suit on and try and go give it a go, but not looking pretty. As promised, I wanted to try and bring you guys maybe a veterinary case of the week to the channel, just to kind of meld the two aspects of my life together, hunting and being a veterinarian. A lot of times those two ideas might conflict in the eyes of the casual observer maybe, but just wanted to maybe bring the two together and give some information on both ends of the spectrum, so to speak. So the first case I want to bring to you guys today is pretty basic. I saw, a couple days ago, I saw a cat by the name of Sawyer. Sawyer is an older, kind of middle-aged older cat, came to us actually on third opinion. Originally, the owners had been treating him for inappropriate elimination, in other words, peeing outside the litter box. And that's a pretty common scenario in middle-aged or older cats, especially male cats with feline lower urinary tract disease. This condition's kind of gotten worse, and all of a sudden now his back legs haven't worked real well. So the long and short of it, he came to us, and we're trying to troubleshoot what's wrong with him. Take a look at his presentational videos. I shot a couple of videos there. Just take a general look at how he's walking around on those hind limbs, and we'll revisit his case here in just a second.
If we set a bowl of water down,
It's okay.
go ahead and say.
I'll help you out, mister.
Now, as you see there, Sawyer was not walking around very well, and he's kind of got that ratty haircoat look to him, and he just looks like a cat that just doesn't feel very well, and he doesn't. So, when you see an animal, especially a cat that's walking around like his presentation, one syndrome only needs to come to mind, and that is feline diabetes, and he most certainly is a diabetic. We pulled blood on him right after he presented, and his blood values were awful. His blood sugar was in kind of the dangerous territory. It was 590. Started to have some liver value elevations there. And that's not uncommon to have in a diabetic. Secondary liver fallout is going to be very common. And the reason behind that is with circulating levels of blood sugar that are so high, your kidneys and your liver are your two fallout organs. The kidneys try and keep up by getting rid of urine and kicking it out into the urine as best they can. And the liver tries to keep up by storing that sugar as a form of glycogen. Glycogen is normal, we all have some, but the liver just tries to do his part and pack it full of glycogen. So you can get some liver problems with that as well when the liver's just trying his best to keep up, and he doesn't realize that on the outside there's no insulin helping anyone. So, again, Sawyer's going to be a pretty easy treatment case. We would put him on an appropriate dose of pork-derived insulin called Vetsulin. We're using Vetsulin in this cat just simply as a cost-trimming measure for the owner. I would like to use maybe insulin that's a little bit more cat-specific or a little bit more costly to the owner, but in this case the owner just doesn't have the funds to do so. So we're trying to get it done with as little as cost as possible here. I'm going to do a classic blood sugar curve while he's on it and get his blood sugar regulated, and that'll turn him around. Will it help the diabetic neuropathy of those hind limbs? Hopefully. But that's the long and the short of it. The reason why he was presented to a veterinarian in the first place was his inappropriate elimination. Well, if your back legs don't work and you're chronically drinking tons of water and chronically having to get rid of tons of urine through your bladder, what do you think that old cat's ability was like to hop in his litter box 20 times a day? It wasn't very good. So of course he's going to be pissing all over the house. He's not doing it out of behavior. And he's not doing it because he has an infection. He's doing it because he can't get into his litter box as often as he needs to because his back legs don't work real well. So that's pretty common presentation, I feel like, for a diabetic, as I feel like as chronic and as heavily magnitude as he is. He's going to be a kind of a tricky case to work, I think. But anyway, that's the scenario of what brought him here. If you see what's known as this, quote, pedal walking on those hind limbs in your cats, or you see your cat drinking enough water to, if your cat's drinking enough water that makes him look like a golden retriever on water consumption, and he is pissing like a racehorse, you better bring him in and let us take a look at him, especially run some blood sugar values on him. So that's it. Just wanted to run that case through everybody. I know I don't have a big fancy edits or whatever on these videos. I'm kind of working on that, but I thought I'd share this case, at least one veterinary case a week. And it'll get better as time goes on as far as the content goes. So as always, thank you for being with me. I am with you, and this is Deer Hunter DVM. Thanks a lot.